Thank God for the wake up. Thank God for the wake up. Thank God for the wake up. God morning. Good morning. Hope and pray everyone is having a good start to their day. It definitely is Friday, and we are on to the weekend. Hope everybody has some great plans, family, friends, all of that. Um, I'm headed into, well, not headed, I'm in and on a journey of just declaring my, um, how would I say it, declaring my healing. So I'm in the middle of this, and yesterday, I got a call from the doctor, um, because if you listen to past episodes, you know that um, I've been going back and forth with SSI and the doctor and treatment, and do I do it, do I not, and that could get kind of um, just mentally exhausting, right? So I finally get a call yesterday from the doctor. Hey, you haven't been keeping your appointments for your treatment, you know, and all this stuff. And so I explained myself. Well, hey, well, financially, I mean, they're offering me pennies, to even start and to even apply for SSI. Then I would have to, um, quit my job. Takes 5 months for them to process the work, blah, blah, blah. So I'm explaining all this to them, so that's part of the reason why I haven't started any treatment or even given it a shot. You know, I don't necessarily want to do treatment, but I'm willing to give it a shot to, just to see how it does. But I don't want to. So, anyways, all these factors play into play why I haven't, you know. But then they end up, as I explain myself, they end up saying, you know what, we're going to have our social worker call you. So I end up speaking with the social worker, and she actually tells me that I was applying for the wrong type of SSI and that I need to apply for SSDI, which actually, since I have been working, it actually gives you, more income, and it's all based on how much income I have given to the system over the years. I've been working since I was like 15, so I've given them quite a bit. Now, I was like, oh, really? Well, when I spoke to the person with SSI, they didn't say anything. I asked them about everything, and anyway, SSI was pretty rude to begin with. They have no compassion, no emotion. Um, they're pretty much like dead inside, my opinion. Anyways, so I kind of been dealing with that yesterday after the podcast, obviously. Um, so I have an appointment set for the 10th to go talk to the doctor and go talk to the social worker all at the same time and kind of figure out what's going on. I know the doctor's pushing the issue to start treatment and all this stuff, and I also understand that they get a commission out of every person they get to start doing the treatment. But I just don't understand. One, I don't understand why he's pushing the issue, especially if you know, it ain't gonna help anyway. So, or why they push how many doses I get throughout this, time or whatever. Anyway, I don't see why it's a big deal. I mean, maybe I'm just thinking of things in simpleton terms. But anyways, welcome to day 16, you guys. Oh my goodness. Day 16, day 16. Here we are. Day 16 of confessions, declarations, whatever you wish to call them. It is a time in the moment where we declare or confess the person that we want to grow to be. And we are doing a 21-day challenge, so that's pretty cool. 5 more days, and really, well, I do mine on the weekend, so yeah, technically it is 5 more days, and I hope you guys are doing them as well with me. But it's 5 more days, and that's done. We could get back on to, the regular program that I have, scheduled, and kind of just go from there. Life's journey and the cancer journey it's taken me on a wild ride so far, but a very, very informative and intuitive ride, I must say. So, with that being said, repeat after me. I honor virtue. I benefit with gratitude. I am peaceful. I respect the property of others. I affirm that all life is sacred. I give offerings that are genuine. I live in truth. I regard all altars with respect. I speak with sincerity. I consume only my fair share. I offer words of good intent. I relate in peace. I honor animals with reverence. I can be trusted. I care for the earth. I keep my own counsel. I speak positively of others. I remain in balance with my emotions. I am trustful in my relationships. I hold purity in high esteem. I spread joy. I do the best I can. I communicate with compassion. I listen to opposing opinions. I create harmony. I invoke laughter. I am open to love in various forms. I am forgiving. I am kind. I act respectfully of others. I am accepting. I follow my inner guidance. I converse with awareness. I do good. I give blessings. I keep the waters pure. I speak with good intent. I praise God. I am humble. I achieve with integrity. I advance through my own abilities. I embrace the all. Now, number 16, day 16. Day 16 speaks of, it says, let's see what it says. It says, I keep my own counsel. You know, when I first read that, I was like, what does that mean? You know, so I had to look it up to get a better understanding, to get clarity on the true definition of keep my own counsel. To keep your own counsel is to keep our clarity. We had it's a space and time where we process our own thoughts and feelings. Once we process our own thoughts and feelings, we are then in a better position to share the information with others. It's imperative that we trust ourselves and our own awareness, rather than running to someone, your fellow peers or whoever, for their opinions on the situation. I'd like to go over that again, okay? So you could really feel the impact of keeping your own counsel. So to keep your own counsel means to keep our clarity. Once you give yourself the time to process your own thoughts, our own thoughts and feelings, it will then put us in a better place, a better position to share the information with others. It is imperative to trust ourselves and our own awareness before we run to our friends or families for their opinions on each situation. Now that's deep. That's deep. I love it. Because it's a trip, because like I think that's I want to say that's one of the things that before my wife and I decided to get married, we talked about how we wanted our relationship to be. And this topic came up, not necessarily like that, because it was a little bit more, we didn't use counsel and all that stuff. We were more like, we need to keep our business in house type thing. So no, in a marriage, we need to talk our own stuff out. Running and seeking somebody else's opinion and implementing their opinion into our relationship would definitely be a hindrance, because it's not our own feelings and thoughts you know. And so it was important for us to be on the same page, and luckily for me, we were, you know. There are certain things that, we don't have to tell our business to everyone. Keeping our business in house, not seeking for answers from other people, but from ourselves. Talking to ourselves, talking to your spouse, and keeping this information in house. The same goes for your own personal things. Get yourself in order. Get your thoughts, your opinions. Evaluate, get clarity of the situation that you're in, even before you speak to your spouse. Because your thoughts about a certain situation that you may be going through. If you don't have that clarity, then you're just going to be, rambling and seeking advice from the next person. Similar to my cancer, even though, I spoke and I spoke to my wife and stuff like that, I had to get clarity within myself, and actually face this disease, face to face, look it in the eye and know what it was trying to do. Understand that this is a disease that wipes people out, and understand the consequences of it. Okay, I got it. But now I could insert my will on how I want to push through this, because I believe that I am going to cure myself. And all these obstacles kind of get put in the way for me to, I feel, for me to work my work God's plan. And that's why I feel like all these obstacles are here that I've been going through. Since I've been told and since I've been talked to the doctor and all these things. So, it is what it is. So practice that. I mean, I know I will continue to practice that. It's something that, like I said, I brought into my relationship with my wife, and we were actually on the same page. So God bless that, because no relationship is perfect, but we talk it out. And we have our arguments at times, but we talk it out. And, we become bigger people, as we both apologize for whatever it is, because we both play a part in our situation or our disagreement, whatever. So at the end of the day, once we get everything all out, we do apologize to each other and make sure that, each person knows that, we truly love them. And because we had a disagreement doesn't change the love that we have between each other. It's a trip, it's a trip to be out in public, and this situation just happened yesterday. Because I don't know if love shows itself much to the world, but from time to time I meet my wife for lunch, and this happens often, when we do go out or whatever, and I show my wife affection. People are like, "Oh my God, that's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. And this just happened to us yesterday. My wife's getting herself something to eat. She already picked up my lunch. So she stops at Chipotle or something like that, and she gets herself something to eat. And I walk in the door, to meet her. She has my lunch in hand already, and I walk in. I give her a kiss, and I'm like, "Hey, babe, you know what I mean?" But say whatever I say, and next thing you know, the cash register, the cashier, a different cashier than the ones dealing with my wife, comes up to us, and hands us a soda cup. Here, this is on the house. That was so beautiful. You just don't see it. True love, you just don't see it. You don't see people caring for each other anymore. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, wow. So, you start to think about this stuff and wonder if these things, is true. But we get that all the time. Not only that, but, we get it when we go out to eat, even with the kids. And before we eat, we all pray. You know what I mean? And once you're done and you say amen, I have a habit of looking around all the time, keeping my head on a swivel. And people are looking at us like we're weird or something, or people will come up to the table and be like, that was so beautiful. I'm glad, people think that, because I want to pray. I don't want to hide that I have to pray. I don't want my family to hide that we have to pray. I don't want to hide the love that I have for my spouse or for my kids. You know what I mean? Like, we should be doing this on a regular with our people. But it was just a thought that came across my mind. So I apologize for veering off course a little with keeping my counsel. But, these things kind of have a way of, these conversations that I have with you guys just have a way of just going. You know what I mean? And that's what I like about my podcast, because I'm able just to talk freely and openly and candidly with you, with no script, no motive, just me being one-on-one, and everything I'm doing is just speaking from the heart. So I want to thank you guys for listening. But first of all, I actually want to, before I leave you, I do want to talk to you about The Village. The Village. What is The Village? The Village is a vegan restaurant in San Diego that is amazing. I mean, the food is great. The owner is amazing, Alondra. She has helped me so much in the little time that I've gotten to know her, with my process, my eating, and things like that. And I had the pleasure of seeing her again yesterday, as we went to the Village. And we just wanted to talk to her because she's actually been a good friend, and the things, she actually gave me something that she bought for herself, and she gave me some sugarcane water. Pretty damn amazing. Okay, this is a vegan restaurant in San Diego, North Park area, and I must say, if you have a moment and you're looking for a vegan spot that tastes amazing, definitely give The Village a shot. Their fish tacos, wow. They're I think the wife had some mole one time. Man, dude, everything plant based, soy free, gluten free, and the flavors that she uses are great. The decor inside is amazing. Um, you definitely go check her out. Pozole, she has pozole. She has arroz con mole, fajitas, quinoa, um, burritos. I think she even has like sushi and stuff like that too. Like um, all plant based, vegan. It's like wow, chimichangas, mushroom fajitas, tacos de pastor. Um, yeah. So give her a shot. She is in San Diego, North Park area, 2611 El Cajon Boulevard, 92104. So if you're in the San Diego area and you're looking for a great vegan spot to eat, hit up the Village. She's great. Alondra is the owner, and I highly recommend them. Anyways, that's me. That's my time. Thank you for everyone that's tuning in all across the world. And I actually have a new place that is listening to us. Thank you. Shout out to the Philippines. I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in and listening. The world is getting larger, but I'm reaching a huge audience, just a bigger audience, and I appreciate everybody that's out there listening. So thank you once again. I appreciate you and your time. Peace, love, one.